different. You go to hockey games to get excited. 2 goals with the goalie pulled, and the Bruins, showing hearts of lions, have tied it 3-3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are so very back for episode 18 of the Same Seats podcast, brought to you by Chip Seeds. I think the sponsorship has really just kind of played its course at this stage of the game, but we love chips. Rip the chip. Go buy your bag. Support the Huskies. Go Dogs. More importantly, go Bees. Gentlemen, how are we doing here?
So fired up for tonight. Nervous, though. Very nervous.
So to preface.
They haven't played well the last 2 games. Let's call a spade a spade.
No, they haven't. And to preface, we are recording here Tuesday, March 17th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to come...
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day. We're going to come at you hot and heavy and then sign the hell off and watch the game. And then
Happy St. Patty's Day and happy 5th birthday to a very special, inspiring member of the Same Seats lore, Big Mike Doyle.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Big
birthday,
Mike Doyle.
Papa D.
Flex.
Hey, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be called the Same Seats.
That's right.
That must have been a hell of a birthday growing up. Especially like going through college and maybe just a couple years after post-college.
I remember the 50th birthday was crazy.
So it went a
At
little
their
bit,
house.
went a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, big one tonight versus the Canadians. A lot has kind of, I guess, transpired since we last connected. They lost to Pitt. We had a reaction there. The Bees are 2-2 in their last 4. They need every point they can get. From here on out, they're scraping, they're clawing. Dropped one last night to the Devils. Beat Washington in a shootout, which was just an insane and completely ridiculous shootout. Dropped to San Jose at home. Needed that. Beat the Kings in OT. We'll jump into that in a bit. We got a lot to talk about. What do you got for housekeeping for us here, Uncle Brian?
We have a power play issue. We have a power play issue. This has the same signs from, I want to say it was 2011 or maybe the year before. I think it was 2011. Remember this season that we started to say, like, we don't even want a power play. We were winning games purely 5-on-5. We are dangerously close to that position.
That was a lot of years, BCAM. Not just 2011.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. That's a good point. Yeah.
We've been here before.
Well, it's like someone flipped the PK, the PP percentages on their heads.
Still living on the side that our PK is not bad. It's not like it's just a high volume. Like you can't just stop all of them. The crazy thing is that our power play is still in like the top, I don't know, 12 or 14 in the league somehow. So they front loaded the goals in the front half of the season. Now we're going 0 for 7 in games.
One of the
They're running
graphics I
at an
saw last
11%
night.
rate. Did you see that stat last night in the game? Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to jump in and cut you off, but
11% since when? Since like January?
The break.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, but I did see the total season overall. They're still 8th at like almost 25%.
That's not good at all. I think, do you guys want to get into it now, Elias Lindholm?
You mean the ghost of Elias, who has joined us here today on the pod?
Christ on a cross. What are we doing? Is he hurt?
Mike?
I feel like before the Olympic break too, we were kind of really starting to come around on him. We were starting to say, hey, he's looking good. He's catching his stride. Maybe he's going to turn it on here. It has just, the bottom has fallen out for Mr. Elias.
He doesn't even look like he's exerting energy on the ice. I've never seen a game, his 3-on-3 play. I know I put it in the video for this morning. Never seen a player play 3-on-3 like that in my entire life. He was hitting the panic button. 6 guys on the ice. Never seen.
Like he was stuck in mud. Yeah.
But he's stuck in mud the entire game. I've never seen it before, and we're paying him 7.5 sheets. It's crazy. Absolutely lunatic.
He is not the player we thought he was going to be when the Bruins signed him.
He's hardly a third-line center.
Torch used to go around the room. Hey, who's playing? Casper the Ghost? Yeah, is that Casper on the back end? How many are you playing? It's like, dude, Elias is legitimately Casper the Ghost. He's just fooling around.
Yeah, he's out there just goofing around. He doesn't.
Just having a good time, collecting a paycheck. You know what? He's a sales rep, not selling anything on a nice high base salary. Just collecting a nice check.
I was listening to 98.5 on Saturday morning, and some guy called in being like, yeah, I think Elias should be on the fourth line, and they should get Kastelik and playing first line over him. Like so it was something like that. And then I think Sturm actually put Elias on like the third or fourth line to start. He was centering. Who was he centering? Janot and I don't know who else he was centering, but
would it be Isamon or Corral? No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Him and Corral.
But I know he started him. He bumped him down.
He had him with Janot and Kudini.
Listen,
that's what it was.
And Corrali's out there. At least he's hustling. You know what I mean? He doesn't make the best plays ever. And I don't think anybody's ever chalked him up to be that way. And he's at a low cap hit. But Elias Lindholm, I mean, he's tapping goalies on the pads after they make a nice save. He's talking to whatever.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that more than anything. I don't care if he made the best save in league history. We need the goal. We're trying to make the playoffs here.
Chop his ankle.
Yeah, get back in the dodge. I could go on for hours about him, but we can move on just because I know we're pressed for time here. Maybe the craziest stat I saw after the Kings game, 8th consecutive game, Kings playing at the Bruins, went to OT. 8 games in a row straight to OT. And the Bruins did follow up that game with a very classy gesture to my favorite player growing up, Anze Kopitar. That was very classy, and it's sad to see him go. It also makes me feel very old.
Didn't have that on the bingo card that he was your favorite player.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a legend.
Someone put on Twitter, they put the comparison between him and Bergie.
Literally about to ask that.
And I guess let's ask. BCam.
I think it's a fair argument, by the way. I mean, like I saw Kopitar was at 1,300 career points. He's got 2 or 3 cups. He's won the Selke before, so it's a very even comparison. But I think who do you want on your team? Me personally, I'm going Bergeron 100 times out of 100, but it's no shot at Anze at all.
I wasn't sure where that answer was going to land, BCam, honestly.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I'm so biased towards Bergeron, though. I can't give a straight answer. I think he's obviously hands down better than Kopitar. So to me, it was an insulting debate.
It felt like an attack, that debate, but the East Coast bias, though, if Kopitar was playing on the East Coast and he still put up the numbers and everything and had the cups, I think we have a different outlook on him. We just would see him more. Obviously, we love the Bruins and we love Bergeron, and that's what we grew up on. But for him just to kind of sneaky go about his business, hitting the beach, staying tan, nice warm weather, just a couple of crackpots and the homeless sitters that will try to make their way into their house in LA. He made it happen. It's impressive.
Is he Slovakian or
Slovenian?
Yes.
Slovenian?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
He's got an absolute salad bar, too. Great hair.
He does.
Great hair. Stop me if you heard this before. Chuck lost more teeth.
The poor guy.
He must be. Is he down to single digit, original teeth? I mean, he smiled the other day, and there's a lot missing there. Maybe more than I even anticipated. So I think he's going to have a pretty brutal summer in the chair, getting a lot of surgery done.
I mean, what do you even do for that? Do you even bother? I mean, he already got married. He's already done wedding pictures. You're a hockey player professionally. I mean,
the guy can eat out of one side of his mouth. He's got to get something done. He was eating chicken and steak out of a straw.
What is he doing now?
I don't know.
Also, the Pittsburgh... Did you guys know that people do this? The Pittsburgh Penguins tweeted out that Kyle Dubas is entering his 600 NHL game. He's a GM. What are we talking about here? Maybe the most embarrassing tweet I've ever seen. It's a picture of Dubas entering the bus with a backpack on. We'll clip it and we'll put it on the Instagram. And it says, about to be 600 NHL games in the books for Kyle Dubas. Never seen that before. Ever.
He forced the admin to tweet that. Is what that is. Dubas is kind of he's a TikTok guy. He's Leafs hockey. He's bringing it over to Pittsburgh. He got everything TikTok.
The Dubas. Would you call him Dubas? The Dubas. Everyone all aboard the Dubas for the rest of the year. You probably has 600 hot dogs. I'm you'd hit the 600 hot dog mark if that was you.
I would hit that. There. No, he's skinny. He's a nerd. He's got the tight pants. He's like a young NFL like offensive coordinator. The tight pants, the glasses. He's got like the watch.
He's McDaniels.
No.
Yes. No, he's saying he's not saying.
What are you coughing about over there? He's
No.
got 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
BCam, he's saying the Miami Dolphins coach McDaniels, Mike McDaniels,
Mike,
not Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, no, not Josh. Come on, Brian.
Well, you got to clarify here. We're in Patriots Nation over here.
Well,
I knew what you meant, Dave. I knew exactly. What you meant.
we're talking nerd. We're talking. He wears his little glasses and he's got the Rolex going and he's wearing capris on the sidelines. That's doing
14-inch seam pants on the sideline.
Yeah, legit.
Like, buddy, read the room, pal.
I saw this tweet. I know Mikey, for instance, will get a kick out of this. Nobody understands the bond between a hockey fan and the mediocre fourth liner he watched when he was younger. And I just started spiraling. I'm going to throw some names out at you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip it. I'm going to go to you first and see if you'll.
And say what?
Like guys that like mediocre fourth liners that you just had a weird attachment to growing up that you thought they were like nasty.
So I had always loved Chris Kelly, even though he was like a bubble third, fourth kind of guy, because back when Vine was a thing, like we had friends that were like friends of friends kind of. One kid posted a Vine and it was like, Cash, who you got scoring this goal? And he goes, Chris Kelly. And then Chris Kelly scored. Like me and my buddy, we'd always be like, Chris Kelly. And then we just loved him after that. Him and Danny Paille. Danny Paille all time. I saw him in person when I was walking in the North End. This is probably like 3 years ago or something. And I like was starstruck. I couldn't even get words out of my mouth. I was like, I know, he was. He got so he went and played over in Europe and he got a really bad concussion. Do you guys know about this? He got hit from behind like really, really bad and it ended his career. I'll have to look up exactly what happened, but it was like a super cheap hit. The dude almost like broke his neck and it ended his career. But yeah, Danny Paille. Absolute legend.
How about you, Beckham?
I was going to say Danny Paille as well. Without a doubt. Him and then Greg Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, broken leg thing, but I also thought he was just sneaky nasty.
Yes.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for this?
He was a better Corrali.
Yes.
Former NHL forward Daniel Paille suffered a career-ending severe concussion and brain injury on November 7, 2017 after being blindsided in the head by Thomas Larkin during a Swedish Hockey League game. Yeah. Swedish prosecutors charged the guy with assault.
You're shitting me.
That's assault, brother.
That's assault, brother.
The Adam Schefter assault.
Hey,
dude, it's a crazy video. I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, please do. I went up to Snake's game when he was playing for Canisius, and I didn't really know much about the team yet, and I grabbed one of those like pregame flip books with all the names and the coaches and whatever. Danny Paille, assistant coach of Canisius at the time, and I just peeked on the bench and he's standing there just manning the bench, just being a legend. And Snake said he's an unbelievable dude. So
real.
We might have to hit up Snake. Open invite Danny Paille to the podcast anytime.
And open invite to Snake.
Yeah, obviously, Snake. We're patiently waiting for you to jump on.
Yes.
You just let us know.
I'll throw out some names at you. I mean, obviously this one. Stock Crow, PJ Stock, legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now on the broadcast, which is great. PJ Axelson. He had this one shootout move where he went cross crease and then came back to his backhand very quickly that I loved. And then Byron Bitts. Loved Byron
Bitts.
Bitsy.
Ooh.
Byron Bitts. He was just an animal. He's like 6'7", 260, flying down the ice. He was an animal.
He was a beast.
Him and Brad Boys would go like hand in hand for me.
I had a signed puck by Brad Boys.
And then when Brad Boys was in Providence, they used to do like, the song like Bad Boys, what you gonna do? They used to just remix it for Brad Boys. It was completely hysterical.
That's actually pretty clever.
Completely hysterical. Hey, BCam, before you switch gears though, we were talking about Danny Paille, that's assault, brother. The Radko Gudas thing on Austin Matthews, like, not to go complete squirrel brain, like it's been talked about ad nauseum, but if you're going a million miles an hour and a guy steps out of the way and you go knee on knee, like people are like, that was on purpose. You haven't skated before.
I think it was on purpose.
Oh my God, without a doubt.
Really? Are you guys serious?
Oh my
Dude,
God,
it's Radko Gudas.
Dude,
he
that's
is
like,
out
wants to just
there.
kill guys?
Yes, he's out there to inflict pain and suffering.
Dude, he's inside the circle, like the scoring area circle, and he's like running around. Like what do you like? No one's ever been taught how to play defense that way, ever. Like that is the most bizarre way to play defense I've ever seen. And I was listening to Chicklets this morning, and they were talking about it. It's like and I think Whitney said he's like every defenseman knows when the guys getting the puck like that, their first instinct is to make a move. So you kind of stay like patient to see which way they're going to go to either get stick on puck or just get your body on them at least. He just completely threw that out the window and just went leg on leg and maybe tore his MCL.
Well, I agree there, but he's going a million miles an hour. Like, he's not slowing down he can't. He's committed to throwing a hit to some capacity, and like it sucks that it was knee on knee. And like I really wanted, like we talked about this last episode, like we have the affinity now for like the USA boys more so than ever. So like it really sucks. And it sucks for Bruins fans everywhere because the Leafs need Matthews in the lineup so they don't completely lay an egg and then they get their top 5 pick. But Brady Tkachuk on his podcast, he was like, it just happened so fast. It's a bang-bang play. So you hear a lot of different opinions. Obviously, we have different opinions on here, but I just thought could have been avoided, yes. But I don't think you're not sticking your leg out.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, I don't know, like Andrew Peeke that did it, no one would even think about it twice. But Rad Gugudas has the resume of doing this countlessly.
He did it like 3 weeks ago at the Olympics.
Yeah, so it's just like
that one I think was an accident. Like I don't think he actually meant to do that to Crosby. This one to Matthews I think was more intentional. He's a dirty player. I wish he was a Bruin.
Wish he was a Bruin. Let's get him on the pod and ask him.
He beat the
Rad
shit
Gugudas
out of the
opening bid for
Bruins.
pod.
He beat the shit out of the Bruins.
Yeah,
in
he's
2023.
He was Casey Fitzgerald's first fight, I believe, which was great. Yeah.
God bless Casey. Tip of the cap.
Also, I'm sure you guys saw that tweet. We have already seen it about the last time the Leafs have won all these different games, like 21,510 games since they won a cup.
Go Leafs, go.
2,220 days since losing to an AHL Zamboni driver.
That account's great.
55 days since winning a game in Montreal. 61 days since winning a home game, which is just bizarre. 44 days since Austin Matthews scored a regular season goal, and 36 days since winning a game. And that was on March 11th, so I think they won since then, so we can axe that last one. But just, it's
All-time content.
soggy subs in Toronto.
Yeah. Tankathon has them at 8 right now, which is, I'd say that's wheelhouse. We want them right around the 8 mark.
Yeah. I just wrote in my notes, how do you like your toast, Peak, on the William Eklund goal? I mean, that was a complete toast job. Like, maybe goal of the year candidate. So, toast for Peak. He's going to be on the YouTube for the next 10, 15, 20 years with that goal. So, unfortunately, Peak, I'm sorry.
That was sick.
All right, in peace to his jock.
I mean, I don't know. It was so sick that, like, I actually don't even really blame him. I don't know.
No, I mean it's just an unfortunate series of events, but it is what it is. DiPietro, future of the future. I looked and I saw his stats. He's 27-6 this year, a 1.85 goals against, and a 935 save percentage. This is coming off, I think, winning goalie of the year last year for the AHL. I think Korpisalo can see the writing on the wall. Like he is, I would be stunned if he wasn't on the Bruins roster next year. Stunned.
Wave him. Eat the money. We got so much cap space. After last night's performance against the Devils and countless other performances today, throughout the year, see you, Corpy. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Did you guys catch Korpisalo skating to the bench in the third period on the delayed penalty?
Yes.
No, I didn't see that.
Dude, granted, they were having trouble breaking the puck out, but when he finally decided to skate to the bench, he like flubbed up his arms and just completely glided, got to the door, and was just waiting at the door. It was
His hands are hanging by his ankles. He can't move, dude.
It was an all-time bad teammate move. I couldn't believe it.
You can't see. His mask is hanging down over his eyes. His pants are down.
Yeah, I noticed that too yesterday.
It's like, can you wear stuff that fits you? Like you're in the National League here, buddy. You're not playing men's league at 10 o'clock on a Thursday. Sorry.
That's what it looked like last night. What's interesting that makes me think about the DiPietro thing is obviously Bees had Bussy in Providence. Fast forward, they elect not to re-up him or whatever, re-sign him, and he's a standout for Carolina. Like, what are the odds that that happens again for this guy, DiPietro, but for the Bees as a backup? Like, I don't know how the Bees can like catch that lightning in a bottle with Swayman at the helm. You know what I mean?
It's a good point.
You can't go 0 for 2 and letting guys like that walk. The kid Dylan Wolf in Calgary, he had the very similar resume when he was in the AHL. Lit it up. Obviously, he's their number one. But you can't let a guy like DiPietro walk and go 0 for 2 in a situation like that. And they're pretty loaded with goalie prospects, too, the Bruins right now. Not a bad problem to have. But if Swayman's your guy, you still want to have that 1A, 1B. I think you kind of want to recreate what you had with him and Allmark to some capacity. Like, obviously, Corpy's not it.
But why? What frustrates me about the Bruins, too, is why is Swayman your guy? It seems like no matter what happens, Swayman is their guy. Is it loyalty? Is it the contract? Like, what is it? Because if you're looking at Bussy, easy to say, could have been the guy here. But I feel like the Bees would have never allowed that to happen because of Swayman.
True, maybe because
it's an impossible situation, but I'm just questioning why.
I mean, we like I said a few episodes ago, the Bruins have been so fortunate with the amount of the good goalies they've had come through over the years. Like, we've never had a situation like Edmonton or Carolina or any of these teams that are good but just can never get over the hump. And I think it's a good problem to have, but they have that other kid too, the rookie, the Simon, whatever his name is. So he looks really good.
Back.
Yeah, they have a good problem to have, but to your point, Mikey, I don't know what the method to the madness is here, because at some point they're going to have to give these guys a shot and see, can we save, I don't know, $6 million on the books with maybe having him the starter? But I mean, if we keep going this rate where it's one night on, one night off with Swayman, then he could see 30, 40 games next year. So it's that's a great introduction to the NHL and see what he's got. And if he doesn't have the juice, he doesn't have the juice. And Swayman's going to have to go Marty Brodeur on us and play 70 games. So we have a good problem to have right now. So that's awesome. Two last things I wanted to talk about. I know that you both will really like this. Dog on Twitter, Steve Conroy, who's a great follow. He retweeted, Pittsburgh officials call out Fenway Sports Group for profiteering related to the sale of the NHL Penguins.
Good.
And I dove into it, and it was talking a lot about it, and they said that pending NHL approval, the sale would result in $800 million profit for Fenway Sports Group after 4 years of ownership, an 89% return on investment, according to Aaron Waller, Executive Director of Authority. The request is being made also to ensure Fenway Sports Group fulfills its previously promised commitments to Lower Hill neighborhood and its citizens, according to Waller. To date, Fenway Sports Group has refused to do so, although their group refusal to live up to its promises does not provide the SEA board with the right to deny its approval, blah, blah, blah. This is what we've been talking about with the Fenway Sports Group for so long. They are the worst of the worst. They don't care about sports. Big Cat talks about it on Part of My Take all the time. If you're going to own a sports team, care about the sports team. Why are you trying to make it $800 million? What in what universe has owning one team not been good enough for you? He has to own 19 teams? Give me a break.
Well, a few clicks, that's a pretty good ROI.
Oh my God.
But in all seriousness, buddy, come on, give it up.
The worst type of people.
Well, you're not meant to own a sports team for 4 years. It's not a quick pump and dump.
It's a life investment.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Crafts. I mean, people like to give the Kraft shit for some ungodly reason. Those guys are unbelievable owners. They bought it as a fan because they were just ungodly rich and said, I'm going to run a sports team for 30 years or whatever it is. And then you got these guys. It's Kennedy, it's Warner, it's John Henry. They're all just complete out of touch losers.
They make red. They make absolute red off of only one team.
Just enjoy it. Go on your yacht.
They have the Sox, they have Liverpool, they have Pittsburgh, they have a fourth one too. I forget who it is, but it's so infuriating that you just know they're on their eyes wide shut party on the mega yacht in the Mediterranean while they're charging $18 for a Coors Light at Fenway.
This validates everything that we've talked about. This is Red Sox talk. This has validated every single Red Sox fan's notions that they don't want to spend it, and it makes sense because they're waiting for these other investments and these other pro teams to happen, and then they're like, oops, we got an 89% return, now we can spend. Well, hey buddy, free agency's over, season starts in 4 days, we're done. It's absolutely ridiculous.
This
is a Red Sox podcast.
This is a network.
Go Sox.
This is a Sox. We hate Nesson.
Yes, we do hate Nesson, except for Tom Caron.
Legend.
And Brick and Razor.
Yes. And then those two.
Sellouts.
The last one I'll throw out there is Keith Ritchie tweeted out that there's a woman named Betty from Cape Cod, the Bruins fan who is older than the Bruins. She attended a 1939 playoff game. She snuck out of bed to listen to the game on the radio, and she's still alive, rooting on the Bruins. So a couple clicks for Betty from Cape Cod.
Wait, time out. We got to do some math here. The Bees have been around for 100 years. If she snuck out, how old was she?
The Bees started in 1924, is that correct?
Yeah, they had their centennial.
So she's 102?
No, but if she snuck out, wait.
For the 19...
She would have been like 15.
All right, that maths.
Yeah.
Betty,
great.
You are welcome to come on the Same Seeds podcast.
Yes.
Open invite.
That was bizarre. And then the last thing I think we all agreed on this was the McAvoy-Pastrnak captaincy debate.
You beat me to it. I pulled the poll up right here.
I think it's a no-brainer. It's McAvoy, but I don't know.
I thought we were on the pasta train for captain. The three of us were waving that flag for a little while.
And this is interesting because I don't feel strongly about one way or the other right now. I was McAvoy in the beginning of the season, and now I'm like, I think you can pick either, and it's the right choice.
Dual captain, old college special.
No.
Slap the C on. I'm kidding. Slap the C on both of them. Fuck, throwing a tri-captain.
We had 4 C's my senior year in high school.
Did you actually? For Duxbury?
Participation trophies?
We had 12 seniors.
That is bizarre.
Hey, I got another one for you. I mentioned Franz. You guys catch Weeksy on the broadcast last night? Really high praises for Franz during the Devils game. And he's looked great. Mm-hmm. Like we said, he was snake bitten. He's been playing some really good hockey. 30 for 30. Like 30 for... Hey, Joycey, what are those jeans? 30 for 30s. Weeksy thinks he can be a 30 and 30 guy. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty spot on. I think we could probably, they could even get a little more out of him. He's still so young. Put him with the right guys, like Pasta for a full year. Like, holy hell.
Yeah, I don't think, I think everyone was jacked up. One, because it came from Toronto and we fleeced them in that trade. And then two,
which makes it even better.
And then they realized, they're like, oh shit, this guy's actually really good. But I had that thought today where I was like, I don't think he's going to be that top 3 guy. But he is a fantastic top 6 guy. And he's 21 years old. It's his first year in the NHL. He's going to probably end up with, 40 points, call it, 20 goals if he can get there. And I would consider that an A rookie season.
All right, guess this stat line. This is from a former Boston Bruins rookie, 71 games played, 16 goals, 23 assists for a total of 39 points on the season. Who do you think that was?
Brad Marchand.
Their rookie year.
I was going to say Marshy, too.
Reese Bergeron.
Second coming.
Wait a minute.
Maybe. Did you see him get rocked into Markstrom last night? He got buried by Dougie Hamilton. He got right up. It was he didn't even blink.
No.
That kid's got to have ice in his veins because he got cross-checked by Heishier earlier in the game, and he just looked back and just kept skating away like nothing.
It's kind of sick. He's invincible.
We can complain about the Elias Lindholm contract, but we don't have the Dougie Hamilton contract. So count your blessings because he looked abysmal out there.
Remember they were teaching how to Dougie t-shirts?
We got to wrap this. We got puck drop in 2 minutes here.
BKM, any other thoughts before we close it out?
No, the only thing I saw was salary cap could jump to $120 million in 3 years. So game is growing. Huge news. Better pay for the players.
Everyone needs to get paid. Everyone needs to get paid. Well, we got a big one here. We got a big one. Jesus Christ, Dave. The Bruins have a big one here tonight.
Stop doing that. It's
rolling this together. Sorry, Brian. Jeez, I didn't mean to upset you right there. I'd chew on this for next pod. They need to go back to 1-8 playoffs. 1 plays 8, not this interdivision stuff.
When's the time they did?
I don't know. We've been
probably
doing this
20.
I was going to say
27, 2018.
They need to go back and they need to have a play-in for the last 2 spots.
3-game series.
Or just one and done. Like, you bring your A game, you play in, so like 8 and 10, like whatever that maths out to, you get in the last few spots there. We can chew on that one because the East is so tight right now that anything can happen, and I think the West too is like kind of blown out, but we can talk about that later. But big points on the line tonight. Could jump Montreal and Detroit tonight with a win.
Get the third Atlantic spot. Get out of the wild card with a win tonight.
And Detroit's in trouble without their big dogs, even though they won last night. They just look a little different without Kopp and Larkin.
The last thing I wanted to say is we do have a new presenting. Not a
drum
roll.
Give
us the ad read.
Prompt 2, but this is Roaming Rose Tavern, your tavern on wheels that you can rent out in the New England area, and it will be coming soon. Check them out on Instagram at Roaming Rose Tavern. Sign up, book it for your family parties, for birthday parties, for graduation parties, whatever it is, getting the boys together. And we might have some news in the works for if and when the Bruins to make the playoffs. So stay tuned there, but check them out on Instagram at Roaming Rose Tavern.
Promo code SEAT.
Promo code Franz.
Franz. All right, boys. Well, thank you to our new sponsor and our incumbent sponsor. We'll be back here in the next couple of days. We'll have a recap for the game against Les Habitants, and let's go Bees.
Let's go Bees. Peace.